We're finally getting new episodes. The Droughtlander is almost over, which is my favorite term of all time for a show being unjustly held away from the fans. What are you most excited about for these new episodes that are coming?
Yeah, I think we pretty much set up, the story, set up the relationships in the first part of the season, and there's a momentum that's building. And I think really the second part is a lot stronger. It's a lot more intense. It's a lot darker. The relationships are tested a lot, Jamie and Claire's relationship, but also, the relationships within the castle and within Scotland. And it really, sort of climaxes towards the end of the season with some pretty sort of strong, intense episodes. And I'm really excited about it.
The romance on this show, I think it's one of my favorite romances that we've ever seen on television. Wow. I mean, the writing is so beautiful. The acting...
Yeah. Gets better after a few of these.
It's okay. I mean, it's nothing to... You and Kat are amazing. You have amazing chemistry. But what do you think it is about Jamie and Claire that the fans have responded to so much? Even people who haven't, read the books, who are just watching the show, what do you think it is about them together that is sort of so intoxicating?
Yeah, I think it's a new relationship, but it kind of comes out of a strange place that, he's a virgin. He's obviously got experience with women, but it's not like her. She's coming from this very strange place that she's married in the future. She's in love with Frank, and she's met this other person that's brought something completely different to her life. And I think it's the journey that they go on. These two characters going together. That the viewers are there with us, experiencing it as those two characters are, and they're constantly learning about each other, and their marriage is developing.
And we see in this first episode back that he obviously has very different beliefs than she does because he's living in the 18th century, she's from the 20th century. And without giving anything away to the fans, we do see him start to sort of change his idea of the world and how you should be treating women and sort of how that dynamic is. I feel like that's a really profound statement on just like what love can do, that he's willing to see things more the way that she does. What do you think about that?
I think that's a really interesting thing. That he, every person goes through their life, and at some point you have to make decisions about, what you want to do with your life, and who you want to be. And I think he's at that very interesting point where he meets this person. Up until he meets Claire, he's had no responsibility. He's run away from a lot of the relationships of his past. He feels guilt about what's happened to his sister and his father. So he's forced to address those, and he basically grows as a human being through her, through the lessons that she teaches, and likewise she learns as well. And I think it's like a modern marriage, really, their relationship. It's always developing and sort of moving forward.
We played a drinking game last time I saw you called Ne'er Have I E'er, right?
Yes.
And you and Kat both drank at I've never giggled during a sex scene.
Uh-huh.
What is it actually like doing those scenes? Because I think it's sort of fascinating for people at home to sort of know, I mean, is it awkward? Is there a lot of humor between takes? I mean, what can you tell us about that?
Saved by the Bell.
Are you calling that phone right now?
That's Kat right now.
Yeah, she don't answer.
Don't tell.
So, what can you tell us? I don't want to ask anything uncomfortable, but what can you tell us about doing those love scenes? Because this is really kind of the first show that you've done those types of scenes, correct?
Kind of, yes.
Kind of?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I have done sort of intimate scenes before, on stage primarily, and a little bit on camera. But this is definitely the most intimate I've done it, and it's sort of a mix of, it's weird because something so intimate and so precious. There's a lot of crew watching you. Like we counted, even though it's a close set, we counted, and there was 18 crew members all watching us. Experiencing this love for the first time, and it is interesting. We work very hard on it. We work together with the writers and the directors about what we want the audience to see or feel, and where we want the relationship to go. And very much the wedding episode is about their relationship, discovering each other, and then subsequently any other intimate scenes are about moving forward in a relationship. And I don't know, it's a very odd thing to do, and whiskey certainly helps occasionally.
I really didn't want to sound nosy, but I do think it's interesting for people at home because It's obviously a very specific and different experience than most people have had. If you're not an actor and you've never done that type of thing, you know, I think for people at home watching, it's just, and they're so well done. It seems like there's a lot of choreography involved as well, right?
It's scarily very technical.
Yeah.
We do rehearse the scenes and we go, okay, I'm going to do this, because you kind of have to warn that person what you're going to do, and
Right.
I'm going to replace my hands or whatever. And
Right.
but also, then it can't just be technical. You know, you have to be quite open as an actor and, you know, really live it and feel it, and that can be quite scary.
Yeah.
But ultimately, we trust each other, and we trust our crew and the director, and I think it, you know, with the right level of concentration and care, I think it, you know, it really works.
How would you describe your and Kat's relationship behind the scenes? It seems like you guys laugh a lot.
Terrible, yeah.
Terrible. Thankfully, you're finally giving us a real answer.
A real marriage, yeah. You know, she's the ball and chain. No, she's fantastic. You know,
Yeah.
she's really cool. And
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun. I really trust her. She's an incredible actress. She's a very warm personality. She's always upbeat. I can tell if she's not happy. I can just feel it. But she's, you know, I think everyone loves her, and yeah, I'm just very, very lucky that, you know, we have this great relationship.
Now, we know there's going to be another season. Congratulations.
thank you very much.
Probably multiple more seasons, I'm thinking.
Oh, let's hope so, yeah.
Yes. And we know in season 2 you're going to need to learn some French. Have you started learning that French?
Diplo?
Could I give you just one phrase here that
Oh God.
I just wanted to help you with your French here.
French,
I have
she's
no vested interest in this. Okay.
I'm going to have a drink while you do this.
Okay. Vous êtes la plus belle fille du monde.
Uh-huh.
You can read that right there.
I think I might need a bit more whiskey before I do this. Vous êtes la plus belle fille du monde.
Very, very nice. And this one right here. Vous êtes.
Wait a minute.
You don't know what that means, do you?
I know what that means, yeah. You won't catch me out.
I was trying to have you say, you are the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, we just...
That's saved for Claire, isn't it?
That's saved for... she actually asked me to record these for her.
She did?
And this one is You Are My Home.
Yeah.
Which is...
Well, you might...
Wait, is that the line? No, You Are My New... You Are My Home Now.
You Are My Home Now, yeah.
Which is fantastic, right?
Yeah, I mean, all these phrases come from Diana's books, and
Right.
it's fantastic that, you know, we managed to get them in there. And I think it's really important that we, you know, filter the show with these bits from the books.
Right. Are you excited for season 2?
I'm very excited. Yeah, I really am. You know, the hiatus was great to sort of get away and decompress, so to speak. But just the fact to go back, see the new see the family, see the new characters. I know people are up for these parts. I know some people in cast. It's going to be a really exciting season.
Right. And can I just ask you about sort of, you know, being a part of the show that has such a dynamic fan following? What has that meant to you? And did you know, I know you knew going into it that there were fans of the books, but
Yeah.
the response to it has been so passionate and so warm, and these fans will, like, it seems like they would do anything, you know, to sort of show their love for you guys and the show. And they seem to be channeling it in really positive ways, which is really cool. I don't see a lot of, you know, sometimes fans get, like, they attack fans of other shows and that type of thing. They seem like really good, kind-hearted people. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I think we've got the best fans. They really are. They're terrific. They've been very supportive of our charities, of us, of everything we've been doing. And, you know, I know that if we don't do a good job, they would certainly let us know. They're very vocal. But yeah, no, they've been terrific. We all have our own charities. I just did my Peak Challenge, which is a sort of fitness event that I started last month, and we raised over £50,000 for charity, and they're just wonderful. Yeah, they support us a lot.
You just ran the marathon.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And have you always been really fitness-minded, or is it sort of by proxy, you know, in this show, sometimes you are scantily clad. You need to make sure you're sort of maintaining. But is that part of your interest in sort of like making sure that you are as fit as you can be?
I guess I've always been into it. It's part of being an actor, I think. And before Outlander, I used to run a lot of marathons, a lot of for a celebrity team for leukemia lymphoma research. And then having done Outlander, actually, I haven't run at all. So it was only about 6 weeks ago that I decided to run the LA Marathon. And it was actually with Katrina and her sister. Her sister is a big triathlete and sort of inspired me. And I just thought, yeah, I want to do this. So it was a challenge for me because I hadn't run for a long time. And the heat here in Los Angeles is something I'm not used to.